In order to distinguish themselves from the typical home video release, limited edition sets have to offer fans and collectors more than just a case, the disc, and maybe a slipcover. When it comes to limited edition anime sets, they typically come with at least an art box to house the Blu-ray and/or DVD cases, but often come packed with much more. They could come with art books, posters, soundtrack CDs, trading cards, pins, postcards, any combination of the above, and more. But something that isn't typically included, at least in North American releases, are certificates of authenticity. While they may be most commonly associated with traditional works of art, they're also commonly used by buyers and sellers of various collectibles. When it comes to anime releases, it looks like they may be more common in other regions. At the very least, it looks like they decided to adopt them sooner. In Southeast Asia, for example, a limited edition Studio Ghibli collection from Hong Kong was released with a certificate of authenticity in 2004. For a while, the closest equivalent in North America were serialized box sets with a unit number printed on them, like Bandai's 2002 limited edition release of Vision of Escaflowne, for example. As far as I can tell, the first time a certificate of authenticity was shipped with the box set here was in 2007. For the fourth and final volume of their release of Two Heart, the Right Stuff produced a limited edition set alongside the standard version. They would only print 1,500 copies, and it would come with an art box and a numbered certificate of authenticity. But this didn't seem to inspire anyone else to follow suit, and it would be a while before another company decided to bring them back. Almost a decade later, on June 18, 2015, Sentai Filmworks revealed the contents of its No Game No Life limited edition set. On the bottom left-hand side of the picture they released, there was a card that said "Welcome to Disboard," with 4 zeros at the bottom. This, as you may have guessed, is a certificate of authenticity, and its inclusion in this set in July of 2015 marked the beginning of a short trend for Sentai. The next year, on October 27th, Sentai revealed the contents of their Amaki Brilliant Park Premium Edition box set. And just like the No Game No Life set, it would also include a certificate of authenticity when it hit store shelves at the beginning of 2017. And at the end of 2017, they released the Squid Girl Premium Edition set, which also came with a certificate. But then they just stopped, and years went by without a single set being released with one. And as far as I'm aware, that's true for every company distributing anime in North America, not just Sentai. I initially started looking into this back in 2023, after picking up No Game No Life. That summer, I asked Sentai about all of this, and whether or not they planned on including certificates of authenticity in future releases. The response I received stated, quote, "When releasing a limited edition, we tend to offer a curated set of exclusive items inside, taking great consideration to what we believe fans would like to see most within their collector item. Whether it's an art book, a soundtrack, or a unique item, every release is carefully planned out. Regarding the authenticity cards you mentioned, regretfully, we do not have any public-facing information that we can share at this time regarding their inclusion in future sets." End quote. I also asked if they could provide me with the number of sets that were produced for each release with a certificate, and they responded by saying, quote, "Unfortunately, I'm unable to provide you with exact quantities for each limited edition created. However, quantities vary and are based generally on initial demand throughout the pre-order window. We ensure that enough units are made to fulfill all pre-orders, with generally enough additional units to offer to fans who may have missed the pre-order window. However, as these releases are limited in nature, once sold out, we do not reprint them." End quote. Interestingly enough, at the end of that year, a new set with an authenticity card was released. It was Crunchyroll's Code Geass Collector's Edition set that went on sale on December 5th, and that appears to have been the last set with a certificate released in North America, until this past summer. On July 1st, 2025, Sentai Filmworks released the Premium Edition box set for Call of the Night, and it had a certificate of authenticity, and it looks like they're leaning even harder into it this time. Every single Premium Edition set they've released since has included a certificate of authenticity, and the Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon Season 4 and Oshi no Ko sets that are currently available for pre-order will both have one as well. I reached out to Sentai again to see if there was any particular reason why they decided to bring back the certificates, and they responded by saying, quote, "No one specific reason. We value customer feedback and include items like authenticity cards because fans have made us aware of the fact that they appreciate the value it adds to their collection." End quote. Since they were included in so many of the releases this year and the first Premium Edition set scheduled to release in 2026, I asked them if they plan to make certificates of authenticity a permanent inclusion going forward. And they stated, quote, "While we cannot guarantee their inclusion in every future set, we continuously evaluate customer feedback to determine the best components for our premium box sets. So your feedback goes a long way in helping us decide what box set extras to include." End quote. So we may have to check back in the future to see if certificates of authenticity have become a mainstay in limited edition sets.